a couple of years ago, I had on this wonderful man named Roland Griffiths, and Roland created the clinic at Johns Hopkins University testing like psychedelics, mushrooms and MDMA. I always screw up the letters, but the actual like shrooms that people are taking now for these trips, and they're doing it there in a controlled setting in a way to treat depression, to help cancer patients who are just like terminal, to feel better about what's next, on the other side. And it's really, they were having wonderful results. And then it was very sad because Roland himself got colon cancer and died. And I had him on when he knew that was going to happen. It was a very emotional interview. Anyway, my point in telling you this is he said they screen so carefully for anybody who wants to join the program for any history at any level of schizophrenia in your family. Because if you have it back 3 generations, just like one grandma, you have a much higher likelihood of having a psychotic break during the doctor-controlled segment from which you never return. That's the part that I never forgot. You break, you never come back. And you seem to be saying you've seen evidence of this with regular old pot too.
Yes. So here's the thing. The psychedelics, obviously, they're designed to produce a psychosis-like experience. Cannabis isn't exactly designed to do that, but in many people, and particularly with this higher strength, higher in THC, more potent cannabis that we were just talking about, it can do this. And here's who's vulnerable. If you have any sort of pre-existing psychiatric illness. If you have any psychiatric illness, certainly if you have schizophrenia or bipolar disorder in your family, if you use in your early teens, in your mid-teens, and if you use heavily, if you're in those categories and if they overlap, you are at surprisingly high risk, certainly to have intermittent psychotic episodes as a result of using cannabis. And again, psychosis is a break from reality. So it could be you're hearing voices shouting at you. It could be you're hallucinating and visualizing, stuff that's not there. That's more rare for cannabis than it is for the psychedelics, but it can happen. It could just be, and this is actually the most dangerous, both for the person and the people around him, that you're having these very, very negative thoughts of, my mother's not actually my mother anymore, or a robot has replaced her,